Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckatini, and what I got for tonight is I'm going to break down this big man right here. And this is 7'1 giant, Aaron Bradshaw. Now, Aaron Bradshaw, I'm not for sure if he's an Arkansas target or not. He just joined the transfer portal yesterday, April the 20th. This is Tuesday when I'm making this video. He joined Monday, and the deadline for entering the portal is Tuesday night, April 21st, I believe at 11 p.m. Eastern, maybe. So I figure there'll be, and there's been a couple more names come in. I know a Baylor player came in. I just saw not too long ago. I haven't been able to check him out much. And I think that we'll hear some more, probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because what they got to do is they got to submit a letter to their institution where they're at now, saying that they want to enter the portal, and then the institution has to report it. So there'll probably be some more come out. A lot of those, the supposed big men that a lot of people are after have signed, and so there may be some guys that see that and that there's some openings, and especially Arkansas looking for a big man, looking for two of them probably, and you might see some more come out. So real interested in that, and just watching that. I think the end of this week will really be telling, but Aaron Bradshaw, if you look back, up here in the top right-hand corner up here, when he came out of high school, he was a 5-star recruit, and they had him ranked as number 5 in the nation coming out of New Jersey. I think he was the number 1 center in the country. He was the 5th overall. I mean, this guy was super highly rated. He was like a 99 rating, 5-star. And he went to Ohio State and had a pretty good year or two there. And then I think he transferred to Memphis. And Memphis might have offered him more money. I don't know. Penny Hardaway, and he came to Memphis, and he just looked to me like he was injured. It didn't look like he moved very well. I'm going to show you just a little bit of some clips there of him. There wasn't many to look at. He just looked like he didn't move well. When he was at Ohio State, he moved better and seemed to be healthy. And I don't know if he was hurt or not. It seemed like his leg, he wore a sleeve on his leg. And so I don't know if he was injured or not. But, man, this guy was super highly rated. I mean, wow, 5-star, 99 rating. I mean, look around here, his transfer ranking this year, he was a 4-star, 89 overall. So, he went from 99 to 89. But he's 7'1", 215, and he's a stretch big with elite upside. I mean, this guy, if you can get him back the way he was, man, you could be getting a steal right here. And I don't know if Arkansas, if Coach Cal has any interest at all, but I did see it. He's a big man, and I thought, hey, we're looking for a big man. And so I thought I'd break him down. And I like some stuff that I see with him, Is he one of those A-list guys? No, probably not. But the guy, my kitty cat's hopping all over me. She's wild, little kitten. But anyway, but the guy could definitely come in and help. He's a stretch. He can shoot the 3. And so let's get into the PowerPoint here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, and I'm going to move my face down here a little bit. If you hear any crashing or banging, like I said, that's my cat jumping around here. She's wild right now. But anyway, here's his player profile. They kind of said he's power forward. He's power forward or stretch big like a center, a 5. He's a post player. He's 7'1", 215. He's from New Jersey, Roselle, New Jersey. Went to high school up there in Camden, New Jersey, I believe. I know of Camden, New Jersey, but anyway, his transfer ranking, like I just said, he's an 89 ranking. That's a 4-star. And coming out of high school, the guy was a 99 rating with a 5-star. Like I said, he was like the 5th best player in his high school class. He was the number 1 center, number 1 player in New Jersey. I mean, just super high ratings, and just never really fulfilled that. But you think that maybe change of scenery, maybe you can get him back to that. And so I don't know. Arkansas may have no interest at all. I don't know. But there's something there that you could, could work with. All right, now here's his stats from last season. Now I'll start off by saying he only played right at 19 minutes per game. That's not much, But when he played, did some good things. You see, averaged right at 9 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, averaged right at a block a game, 0.6 blocks per game. And he shot the ball. He's efficient shooting the ball, 54% from the field, which is really good. 33% from three, and he averaged about one a game, and he's got a pretty shot because you look at his free throw percentage, he shoots 77%. That's pretty good. So he's got a real pretty shot, and he can stretch the floor with his shooting. I mean, if he plays more than 19 minutes, if he goes up to 25, 30 minutes, he may start shooting 2 or 3 a game and making 1 or 2 of them, and then teams have got to come out and get on him because he definitely has a pretty shot, and he's right at 33 is not bad. You like to see it above that 35 mark, but anyway, so it's respectable, respectable. His rolling usage, this past season at Memphis, he was limited to just 19 minutes per game. He was not the primary offensive option. They had a guard-heavy system. Penny was a guard, and that's what he's going to work with the most. And Penny, I think, just barely kept his job this year. Memphis struggled a little bit, didn't get all, were not as good as they were thinking they were going to be. So there's some problems there. And Bradshaw might have, just bad spot, and probably came there from Ohio State thinking he was going to be a big-time player, make a lot of money. Just didn't work out. And I think he might have been injured too. But he was efficient in a limited role. What does this mean? This means that his production was suppressed, probably. If you don't get enough minutes, you can't put up production. You can't put up numbers. He still flashed efficiency, though. He shot the ball well, and in 19 minutes, he averaged, 9 points and 4 rebounds. Yeah, so, that's efficient. So his development is better than his volume. He definitely has a lot of talent there. Just had a rough go at it right now. So you like to think that he comes in Arkansas, great coaching that we have, he can maybe get back to what he had if he's healthy, and everything. And I don't think it's a question of whether he plays hard or not. He looks like he plays hard to me, has a high motor, good kid, seems to have a good attitude. So I don't think it's that at all. I think he just might have been injured a little bit. All right, and it was not used in the best way. His strengths here, his elite size, you start with that. You can't coach that. He's 7'1", and I think I read somewhere, I didn't get it in here, is that he had a reach of like 7'7" maybe. I'm not for sure if that's right or not. I've been reading a lot of players, but I think I remember reading that. So he's an immediate mismatch problem. Who you gonna cover him? He can get out and shoot the three. You don't want one of your big men out away from the basket, so kind of creates a mismatch there. His length will impact both ends of the floor for sure. Just him being there impacts the game. He had efficient scoring at 54% from the field, so that tells you he has good shot selection. He's not taking bad shots. A lot of his shots are dunks. So very good there. He does have stretch potential. Shoots 33% from the three. So you will have to honor him a little bit. And if he plays more than that 20 minutes, I think he'll shoot 2 or 3 a game, and he might make 1 or 2 of them. He has a really pretty shot. And, so definitely keep working at that. He will be a stretch big man. And solid free throw shooting, like I was saying, 77%, that's solid. Of course, it'd always be better, but that's solid free throw shooting there. His pretty shot, pretty touch. His play style here is offensively, he's a pick and pop big man, really. He likes to set the screen on the pick and roll and then pop out and shoot the three. But he can also dive the basket and take some alley-oops and do some stuff like that. So he can do both, and that's good. He's a weapon. You could definitely has traits that you could use. He can be a face-up scorer. He's a lob threat, like I say, coming off the pick and roll. You throw it up to him, he can catch it. Now, he's not going to jump out of the gym, like I say. He looked like he might have been injured to me at Memphis. He just wasn't all the way healed, maybe. And but he can be a floor spacer too with his three-point shooting. Defensively, his length helps. I wouldn't really call him a rim protector. I didn't see he don't block a lot of shots, about half a block a game. So you definitely would like to see him get more of that. But the guy's a heck of a rebounder. He's blocking out. He's trying to rebound. I mean, he looks like he's a hard worker, high motor guy. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good things that you see here out of him. Why would Arkansas want him? And they may not. I don't know. But there's definitely some good traits here. He has an upside swing, which means that he's kind of on the low end and he can swing up. He's a former 5-star talent. I mean, man, if you can just get him back to that, be a heck of a player. He's still developing, of course. He hasn't reached his potential. He's still developing. He fits the modern offense that Coach Cal likes. He likes to create space. Plus, he has a great size, so that's a great combo. Create space with his shooting, and he has great size as well. And Coach Cal's going to develop him and his other assistant coaches. They have a track record with bigs. Look at Anthony Davis, Marcus Camby, DeMarcus Cousins, Bam Adebayo. I mean, those are some good ones there. So he's got a good track record with bigs as well as with point guards. And this fits, Bradshaw would fit a roster need. We need a big man, and I'm not into all this. Is he a 5? Is he a 4? He's a post player, and I understand you like to have a guy that's more of a center, a low post guy, than a high post guy too. That's what I used to call it, high post, low post. But, you can play with 2 5s, 2 bigs. I mean, they'll stay around the basket, come up to the free throw line, catch drive of the basket, shoot it from the free throw line. He definitely could do that. Bradshaw could kind of do a high-low game in there, and then pop out and set some screens. I mean, he could be a 4 if you want to talk about it, because he can move. He can stretch the floor a little bit. So I mean, he could do that. So yeah, definitely there's some good stuff there. His projection, if he does come to Arkansas, his minutes increase. He could average from 10 to 12 points a game pretty easily, 5 to 7 rebounds per game. And he gets after it rebounding. He's not lazy. He should average at least a block a game, if not more, maybe 1.5. And he has a high ceiling. He's just going to get his 3-point shot. If he keeps working at it, will get better. Maybe get some post-up moves, be more of a rim protector, get healthy all the way. I mean, he's got a lot of high ceiling there. Best case scenario, if he was to come to Arkansas, is that he could have be like a breakout stretch big man, where he could shoot the 3, space the floor, open the floor up for JSJ, for Abdou Toure and all them, would be great. And hopefully that NBA potential will return, And like I say, his attitude and his effort seems to be top notch. I don't think that's a problem at all. And if that's not a problem, I'm okay with it. I can sign him, bring him in, and hopefully get him in the right position, and he'll get better. Worst case scenario is that he just comes in, he's rotational, and shows some flashes here and there. But that's not a real bad worst case. I mean, still have it be good. But boy, he could have a breakout year for sure. And so that's why he's intriguing, because there's something there. You just got to get it out of him. Maybe he needs to get healthy. I don't know. Just being a better system, I think will help too. Being at Arkansas, be a better place than being at Memphis, for sure. Now, I like Penny. I'm not saying he's bad, but he struggled. He's probably on his way out. No, it's not surprising. And that's the end of my PowerPoint here. Now, I'm going to come over here to X and show you a couple things here. I'm going to make that big. Get me, let's see. I'm going to make sure. Where is. I tell you what, I'm actually going to take myself off of here. That way I don't lag. So I'm going to turn my TV off, my screen, my video, my camera off. And here's Aaron Bradshaw right here. You see he played, who did he play? Man, I don't remember. I think it was Charlotte maybe. But it may be a different one here. But he scored 16 points on 7-11 shooting, which is right. It's over 60%. Then he had 6 rebounds. So a really good game there. 16 points, 6 rebounds. So I mean, and this was his past season. Really good game, So let's check it out. It's just less than a minute. I'm just gonna let it play. and you'll see him, do all the stuff, pick and roll, shoot the three, rebound, throw a lob, catch a lob. It'll show a little bit of everything here just real quickly. So hopefully my computer does good here. All right, and they're interviewing him after the game. Here he goes. He's right there. You see catches and scores with his left hand and gets fouled. There's an alley-oop, lob to him. Here's a good low post move, jump hook. Yeah, it is against Charlotte. Good block right there. Then a rebound. There he is catching and shooting a three. Pretty shot. Like I say, man, he shoots it really well, dunking it. There's another dunk. That's why he shoots 54% from the field. And that was the end of it. Like I say, just really quick. Wasn't much to show, man. There just wasn't a lot of stuff. But you see right there, just that little bit, man. I mean, there's some good stuff there. I mean, I really think he was injured a little bit there. Something was wrong. He was wearing that sleeve on his leg, knees, maybe something, because he moved around a lot better at Ohio State. But he looked good right there. That was probably his best game of the year. So, like I say, Memphis probably got to where it wasn't the best environment. Arkansas will definitely be a new start for him. Like I say, Arkansas may not have any interest at all, but there's something there, If the A-list guys, we got to, somebody responded, left me a message on one of my videos, said we got to get a big, no matter how much they want, we got to try to find somebody, and I agree with him. But what I was thinking what was his name? The guy from Syracuse, Donnie Freeman. I liked him. I'd take him and put him out there with Bowser and 6'9", and Bowser's that 6'11". I'd take those two, but Freeman went somewhere else. But so I don't think it has to be a 7-footer. I know that's all the rage right now, but anyway. Next year, somebody may win it by having all small guys playing small ball. You never know. Any way can win. And Coach Cal knows how to win. I trust him. And I will say one thing, too, about Malik Ewan just announced he's entering the portal. I think that might be a precursor to something going on. Either Arkansas has told him they're not interested in having him back, and why would we not be interested in having him back if we have nobody? So that almost makes me think that Coach Cal's got some guys, at least one or two that, you got Paulo Cemito and I think Cemito will be okay. You got Bowser, and then I think there's somebody they've got signed or they've agreed something to where, now Ewan still has to get that waiver. But I'm thinking Arkansas told him it's okay for you to go on, or we're just not interested. And I think that means that Coach Cal has something in mind. Now, whether that's Chom or Diop or whoever, or it could be Aaron Bradshaw. I don't know. But anyway, I think he's got somebody in mind we're going to hear about pretty soon. Maybe they'll wait until after this week to, with these new guys that are going to be entering the portal right at the last minute. But anyway, I trust in Coach Cal. I think he really knows what he's doing. He builds good teams, and I trust him. So I think he knows what he's doing. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. Aaron Bradshaw, like I say, he is, he's not one of those A-list bigs that they've said, but he definitely has some usable traits. He's definitely a guy that you could bring in to do good things. If you could get him back to the way he was coming out of high school at Ohio State. Remember, he was a McDonald's All-American. He was the top cat there was there coming out of high school. Then I think things just didn't work out in Memphis. So maybe he could go to his next place and really, if he gets more time, more minutes, he really can be a heck of a player. But anyway, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, I ask that you please hit that thumbs up and then subscribe, and then turn on your notifications, because that way when I make new videos. And I appreciate you for watching and enjoy it. And I hope you come back. Leave me a comment. What do you think about Aaron Bradshaw? Do you think Arkansas have interest in him? Should they have interest? Do you have any intel? Who's another guy maybe they may be looking at? Give me some names there. I've heard a few. The Graves kid from Santa Clara, the one from Baylor that's got in. Now, they're not 7-footers, a guy from Baylor, but he's got good size. So anyway, if any of y'all have any intel, drop me a line there and tell me. And I'd love to love that intel. But anyway, that's all I got. I appreciate you for watching. Thanks for spending time with me. I hope you have a great evening or a great day whenever you're watching this. And as always, go Hogs.